Like, I don't understand. And my mind runs over it over and over and over again. Like, I'm driving myself crazy thinking about it. So they have to like break it down for me. Sometimes it's numerous sessions because it's a little complicated because it's so many layers, and I have to sit there and like they translate it for me. Then they add another piece another day, or I see a video from a reader that actually like connects to the energy, and actually like I know the end result, but I don't know the in between, how it got there. So sometimes certain readers will tap into that energy and actually break it down. And I'm like, oh, okay, I get it now. Then they'll add another puzzle piece. And then it's like that same process goes. So it's like they can't give it to you at once. You wouldn't believe it. You would distort it. You couldn't comprehend it. Then I had another, like, they connected stuff. Like, and I had mentioned it before. Like, all my other videos, people need to watch them. But, how I had a person that we had an issue. And like this person had some psychological, like chemical imbalances going on, but at the time I didn't know. And they had behaviors that, to me, I didn't know to the very end, to the end of all the negative interaction, which caused fights. And I was like, I didn't know what happened in this situation. And I asked my guides, and it was one day I was sleeping, and I woke up, like instantly. Like I wasn't groggy or tired, and they were like, they are bipolar mixed with borderline personality disorder. And I was like, oh, okay. But then there was other things I saw. And I know, like, there's, like, different ways and combinations you can reach this point. You can have trauma that happens to you. And then sometimes the trauma can actually cause brain damage, chemical imbalance. You can have stuff that's inherited. Or you can do stuff like drugs, drinking, negative activities, and stuff like energy harvesting. And then when you have those breaks in you, and especially when you're drinking and drugging a lot, and you're in that negative state, you can actually attract negative entities towards you, or even demons or forms. And I've seen these in people. And other people have seen them too, and I call them overlays. Like you could see a different type of energy come forward at certain times, especially when you see them sober and then you see them drinking. Like these entities have a hard time not showing themselves. So you could take a picture of someone before they start drinking, and then after they're like drinking for like their face changes. And I've seen these entities like show themselves to me, and other people have seen it, like when and I call it like the Joker look. And sometimes they get so excited, this overlay shows itself. Like when a narcissist gets away with something, you'll see them do that weird ass Joker smirk. That's the overlay. Like I've seen it where someone will smirk and the top of their face doesn't match the bottom of their face. It's like you connected two different pieces together. Like their mouth will smile, but their eyes and their forehead doesn't. It's creepy. And we're used to seeing it, not realizing it. That it's some type of energy entity. And that overlay, not to be like an asshole or anything, that Joker look resembles, the overlay resembles like a Joker look, and then it resembles also like a drag queen look, or someone who's had a lot of plastic surgery. And they were telling me, like, they're doing a lot of stuff right now that they're normalizing it, that these entities do, and it's all like narcissistic behavior. So they normalize narcissistic behavior so everybody blends in. That you can't tell what's what, who's who, or something's wrong. And because there's so many people are being infected with these entities and beings, they don't want it noticeable. So what they're doing to make them blend in, they're making that Joker look, they're normalizing it, where they're encouraging plastic surgery. So you can't tell. It's like creepy to me when they tell me and they explain all this. So they're infecting everybody with these negative forms, these energies. And there's so many of them. They're like normalizing it so you can't tell the difference from someone who's not infected and someone who is. That everybody just looks the same. So hence pushing extensive amounts of plastic surgery and making people believe that, you know, that's the way everybody should look. And certain people are going to advance their energies, be such a high level of balance and positive energies, sort of like Jesus. They're depending on the lower, if it's like a lower level energy and the person's evolved enough to make their energy so high that these people will actually almost like exercise, like expel lower level entities from people without even trying, just with their presence or someone hearing their voice, seeing their picture. That literally certain people be walking around just doing deliverance on people with their positive energy. And this will make it easier for people that have these lower level attachments, entities, to work on themselves since they have the lower level attachments removed. So there's a lot of people running around being told by the universe to be public, to be on a platform, to speak, and it's on purpose. Certain people don't even know that's what they're being used for, to expel lower level entities or beings from people without just with their presence, to help increase the frequency on the planet and of everybody, so we can jump timelines a lot faster. And it made sense. There was a dream I had remembered. It was like 2 years ago or a year ago. I had a dream. Like, my dreams are funky. Like, my dreams are of other lifetimes or other versions of me. Like, sometimes I'll have the same people that I have now in my life, but they have different connections to me. We'll have different jobs, but I won't remember who I am in this lifetime. I'll be totally engulfed in that lifetime I'm experiencing in my dream. So I'll even be on other planets. The physics will be different, sort of like Inception. Like one was an ice planet where we lived underground in these tunnels. It was crazy. And there was like another planet. It was like Earth. The houses were the same and everything, but in this house, it was crazy. The technology of it was the bed. It looked like a regular bed, but the bed, you can program it to change your physical vessel to younger or older. So you could be like 40 now, and then you feel like you want to be 16, and you can lay on it, and it would actually, you would regress to 16. It was crazy. But there was one other dream I had And this one, like, I didn't remember that much of it, but I remembered I was in a house with some friends. I guess I had a job or something. I don't know. And it was a gay couple, 2 guys. And the only part I remember is there was a demon, and the head looked like a distorted dog or dragon, and I wasn't afraid of it. I stuck my hand in his mouth and grabbed the back of his tongue, and it was like trying to chew on me. It felt like if you looked at it, you thought it was going to shred me like an alligator. It didn't. It felt like pressure. It was trying to chew on me, and I wasn't afraid, and I was just sitting there saying some chants. Like I was expelling the demon in the house. And that's all I remembered of it. So they tell me, like, they'll give me some knowledge and then tell me to remember this. Like, this event happened in your life specifically for this piece of information so you can understand it. You're just not repeating something you heard. That you actually experienced it and it makes sense and you could break it down to other people. And then, I don't know who's going to see this, but I got a little snippet of information. And it was for the name Bot. And then it specifically has to do with the person I know and then somebody else or some other people for that specific name Bot. But like, because I was tripping out. But Bot, and they just threw that in my head. Like how I said Bot could like shoot randomly somewhere and no one's there. But then they'll just instantly do a headshot on somebody. And I was like, oh, they must be like predicting the future or actually getting in someone's mind and knowing, you know, what they're going to do. They're like, no, this person is doing a version of time traveling. The same way I do it. Not knowing something, well, knowing something that you should have no reason of knowing. So literally, he's doing the was it Dr. whatever, what is his name? Where he doesn't know it, but his mind is trained to actually connect to like future events, future versions. So he knows where to shoot. Like his mind is already jumping into the future. So I was like, oh, there's someone else who can do that too. I was like, that's cool. So I was like, oh, so they are in some way like me, some way gifted. So I realized other people can do this too. If they have the right spiritual team, the right mental state, that they love themselves, they're confident. Like you have to have a lot of positive stuff along with the training since you're a little kid. So I'm assuming he probably listens to his guides and never realized it, that they've been talking to him this whole time. That he might just need a little, I guess, awareness that there's more than to what he sees in the 3D. But he'll eventually get there. And then it extended further. They gave another message. So I don't know. They broke it down that it's meant for the name Bot. And then because it could be for different people. And there's like a positive energy bot, a balanced bot. And there's an unbalanced bot that's in the negative state. But this message, they'll know, if they hear it, it reaches them, that person will know it's meant for them. And it was, they know, they have known, and they know what you did. So it was weird that they just dropped all that in my head when I was writing some stuff. And they know what you are. That's what it was. They know who, what you are. They have known, and they know what you did. So I've been an hour and a half. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the downloads for now, for this portion. And like earlier today, like getting triggered by all the readings and stuff, and like hearing about